What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a great week. I know I had a great week. Was on vacation with wifey, enjoying myself, living life, which you guys should all be doing, is living life, and back in the mix now. So I had a bye week last week, and you know, if you want to see what's up my vacation, go check out Big Herc 916 YouTube. I'm gonna be posting video from my vacation, and you see how I'm living, man. You know, walk the walk, talk the talk. So hey, that's what's up, man. About being positive and motivating people, man. That's what it's all about. If you guys haven't got a chance, make sure you go check out the Fresh Out store, FreshOutSeries.com. We got new shirts jumping off. We got some Sinister Monopoly collaborations going on. We got some dope-ass shirts. So you guys, if you haven't been to our store lately, go check it out, FreshOutSeries.com. We got some really sick apparel, and I think you guys would like it. The quality is very good. And yeah, we're redoing our whole inventory, so check it out. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you subscribe to our Instagram and our Twitter. We got a lot of big things going on with that, so check out our Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on any of the videos. And subscribe to the channel, man. You know, we're still doing a big giveaway. When we hit that half mil, we're going to do $1,000. And second place is going to be flat screen. Third place, a commissary bag. So, hey, man, we appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the Super Chat members, to everybody who subscribed to the website, to everybody who's actually become a member of the website. We appreciate all you guys. You know, we got a lot of exclusive content for the people who sign up for our website. We got some more spread videos jumping off. We got some cheek busting stories jumping off. So you guys should take the time to subscribe to the website and peep out some of those videos. Anyways, man, what's in the news for today? The Flores, thanks for the donation. Oh, he said, did I cop a yacht? Seen the video. Nah, I ain't copped a yacht yet, man, but I'm working on it. You know, I'm out here grinding, trying to find, you know, what the new hustle is. And, hey, man, living life, man. Living life. It's all about, you know, going after your dreams, your goals. And it's about life after a penitentiary, not glamorizing this shit. Ain't nothing to glamorize about this prison shit. And people who do, they selling you a pipe dream. I'm gonna do the shout outs at the end too. But yeah, go check out Big Herc 916 on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Florida was lit. You know, the yachts out there, the money is just, man, so it's another world, man. Shout out to Fort Lauderdale. Were you scared the first time you hit the county jail? No. You know, you can't be in the game and be scared, first off, because you had no business out there doing street shit if you were scary. If you were scary, you should have kept your butt in school. You should have been hitting them books. By the time I went to the county jail, I'd already been to juvenile hall. I had already been to the boys ranch. I had been around major gang members, you know, seeing people get their wigs split. So when I went to the county jail, I just conducted myself accordingly. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You don't be shaking up in there or crying or acting like a little sissy. You just go in there and handle your business, man. So, you know, the county jail, Sac County ain't no joke. Anybody who's been up in there know what I'm talking about. But I was a young 18 years old, and I just handled my business. Somebody said you got a workout routine a skinny brother can use. Yeah. I got a workout routine for you, man. Go to Amazon.com and order, or go to my website and order the Resistance Responsive Training. You can also order it at FreshOutSeries.com, the ebook. So order the book, man. I got a workout book. It breaks down everything. I made it as simple as possible for those who are trying to get their yokes on. Would like to talk business. Is there an alternative email besides Fresh? Hey, shoot me a email at FreshOutSeries@gmail, and we can go from there. And I'll shoot you another email if you want to talk something on the slide. But shoot me a message on the website or an email, and you know, I could direct you from there, homie. If you got something you really want to talk about, that's on, you know, some get money time. Any new videos coming out soon? We got videos every week, man. We got videos jumping off every week. Every Thursday, we got the music videos jumping off, Beat Drop Thursdays. We also got a new series we're working on, and it'll be dropping real soon. The Young Hustler series. We got young entrepreneurs, young business people, young people in general who are making a success for themselves, and we want to endorse that. We want to endorse people who are out there trying to blaze a trail, who are trying to make a name for themselves, who are positive, who are doing things outside the box. So if you're a young entrepreneur, you're in the LA area, you don't have to have gone to jail. You don't have to have gone to prison. You could be somebody who's never seen jail or prison, and we want to interview you if you got your own business. If you're, you know, an investor, you got your own clothing line, you got your own tech business, whatever it is. If you're a young entrepreneur, holler at us. FreshOutSeries@gmail.com, or shoot us a message at FreshOutSeries.com. Christopher Varian, thanks for the donation. Hey, Big Herc, been watching your videos. Great content. Loved your interview with Nathaniel. What do you say to rich kids out there getting away with the stuff poor kids get lives ruined for? Thanks. What do I say to them? Hey, man, you know, good for you. You know, I mean, if you're a rich kid and you got away with stuff, man, then, you know, you are fortunate because you didn't have to go through a lot of the trials and tribulations. I mean, if you're a rich kid and you do drugs, you go to rehab. If you're a poor kid, you do drugs, you get kicked out the house. You become homeless. You live off the streets. So, you know, I'm not knocking rich kids because, you know, hey, if, you know, I had a child, I would love to be able to give them everything they wanted. Within reason, I wouldn't, you know, show them the value of life and different things, but I can't knock somebody because they've had, you know, they've had money in their family. It's not a sin to be rich. You know, everybody makes mistakes. So I can't, you know, point the finger at them, but, hey, be grateful, you know. Look, I have a nephew, watch your videos, let them know it's nothing to be played with. Big Herc, no, I don't get down like that. I don't, worry about, you know, all the, what do you call it, pistol play, nothing like that. What do I think about cigars? I don't smoke cigars, man. I'm a healthy guy, and when I was younger, I had asthma, so cigars and smoke and all that, it won't do me any good. I don't know what else he went to prison for. You'd have to ask him. Can you get Kev Mack or Alex Alonso on the show? I don't know. I don't have a line on those individuals. You know what I'm saying? If I could get a line on them, maybe I'll see what's up with it. Have you interviewed any Serranos? Yeah. Go to the channel, man. Check out the interviews. We've interviewed multiple people. Not just, you know, we're not biased. We interview, you know, you could be from up north, you're down south, you could be from back east, down south. I mean, man, this is not about, you know, gang banging, you know, fresh out, life after, basically just fresh out. It's about people who have made a positive impact in their life and people who are trying to set an example. So we don't endorse the garbage, man. I sent so many requests, brother. What requests did you send? I'm not sure what requests. I mean, I don't know what your request is, dude. We get a lot of emails, and if it's a crazy ass question, I don't have time to go through and ask every question. You know what I mean? I try to do the prison talks, and then I try to do the motivational stuff on Big Herc 916. But I'm just being honest with you guys. I can't answer every personal email, man. I have a life, you know what I mean? I got a wife. I got to take care of business. Wardison 10, thanks for the donation. Would you ever become vegan? No. I'm going to eat meat. I'm going to eat chicken and I'm going to eat eggs, but I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to, I try not to do the dairy thing, but I'm not into the vegan kick, man. That's not my thing. I don't knock the people who favor that, but vegan is not my thing. I'm going to be a meat eater. Ryan Tehran, thanks for the donation. In an earlier video, you named some books you read while in prison, mainly quotations. Can you also give the author? You can Google a lot of the books, man. I mean, on our website, we had a listing of the top books I've read in prison. And if you go to, like I said, Big Herc 916 on my Instagram, I always talk about the books I'm reading or I've read. I just finished reading Conversation with the Devil, Conversations with God, what else? A couple mentoring books. You got to go on the Instagram. Go subscribe to my Instagram. You'll see some of the books I've read on that Instagram. Where have I traveled in my life? I've traveled, a couple places in the United States. I've traveled Mexico. I've traveled to Japan. Been to Belize. I've been around a little bit. Big Herc, are you religious? No. I'm spiritual. I don't follow any religious doctrine. I don't knock the people that do, but that's not my thing, man. I'm spiritual. I believe we're on a spiritual journey. I believe we're all connected. So religion to me is separate. It separates individuals, and certain people feel that they're more chosen than others. I don't believe that. I believe we're all chosen. We're all special. We all have the ability to create, and we're all a reflection of God. Is there a limit to how much someone can change their life? Are there some situations you can't come back from? I don't believe there's a limit to how much someone can change their life. I believe that your limitations are based on your ability to mentally comprehend what your goals and visions are. As far as something you can't come back from, I mean, if you're committed a heinous act and you're stuck in a penitentiary, then that might be your redemption. That might be your epiphany in life. But if you're free and you haven't taken somebody's life, you haven't caused detrimental harm to somebody, you have get back, as long as you, take the time to exercise that. Do you have business books you recommend? There's a lot of business books, man. What I've been doing is I've been reading a book about every 3 or 4 weeks. And like I said, I post those books that I've read on Big Herc 916 Instagram. So go on there and check it out. But what I'll start doing is like categorizing the different books to kind of give you some insight. And that way it'll kind of give you maybe more direction as far as what you want to read. Life ain't no coming back. No respect. Yeah, I have no respect for them either. Christopher Varian, man, thanks for the donation. Appreciate it. Big Herc, can you see yourself living somewhere other than LA? Yeah, I can see myself living in a lot of places. I'm not limiting myself just to Los Angeles. I mean, me and the wife are going to be traveling multiple times throughout the years now. I mean, that's going to be part of my lifestyle. So, I might have a house in LA. I might have a house in Florida and income property in Vegas. You gotta stay moving, man. You don't want to limit yourself to one particular demographic. But, for me, it's all about opportunity, and I'm going to go where the opportunity is. If there's opportunity in Florida, if there's opportunity in Europe, hey, man, I'm there. Is Joe Biden a good vote for 2020 in regard to the Russia influence and whatnot? I don't really get into politics, man. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the only thing as far as politics to me is if you're a businessman, you're a lobbyist, you got political interest, you're trying to influence some type of trade law or something that's going to affect maybe import-export tariffs, then you worry about that, man. But if you're a little guy, if you're not involved in things going on in District of Columbia, which is a corporation, then it really doesn't concern me, man. It's a corporation. It's a business. I don't have anything to do with the U.S. corporation, man. I'm not involved in their. I don't hold stock in that company, and I'm not really benefiting from whoever's in office. As long as I'm paying my taxes and I'm handling my business, and I can write off my stuff as far as in the corporation world, I'm cool. But I don't really get involved in who's in office because it's the same agenda. It's the same thing, man. It's the people who have money. They're making moves. Do you think the prison system helps addicts or makes people come out worse? I mean, if you want to get cleaned up, you're going to get cleaned up. If you don't care and you're going to do drugs, you're going to do drugs. You can find just as much drugs in prison. There's guys in prison who are addicts who continue to get high, continue to do the same stuff. Man, you have to have a spiritual awakening to get off of drugs, to stop being a dirtbag. You got to have a spiritual awakening. If you don't have that awakening, you're going to be a dirtbag for life. That's right. Yeah, the news is all about the negativity, man. Tune that stuff out, man. Tune into positivity. Wardison 10, thanks for the donation. What do you think about quitting a job you hate without a job lined up? I feel that if you don't quit and not have a hustle. And what I mean by that is not have something to fall back on, whether it's doing taxes for somebody or internet marketing or detailing cars, or you got to have a side business if you're going to leave your 9 to 5. You got to have something that's still going to generate an income. You don't ever want to stop one particular job and not have something that's going to, continue to support your lifestyle. But if you're miserable, hey, man, leave, man. Leave. I'm telling you, I've worked for myself for over the last 7-8 years, and every day brings a new challenge, a new award, and you just got to think positive, man. You put the energy out there, opportunities will present themselves for you. All is going well, man. Somebody said, Big Herc, I ain't trying to say all black men like white women, but why do black men always prefer to be with a white woman? It's not a preference. I mean, the thing is, like, if you get past color, let's get past color. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Dominican, African. Let's get past color. It's about connections. It's about interests. It's about spiritual bonding. It don't matter who. You can't go and just look for somebody to be the same color as you to think that it just happens. Energy, man. It attracts. It has nothing to do with color. Nothing to do with color, man. It could be. A person could have been yellow. But if you guys have the same energy flow, you will connect on a higher level. And that's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with race, man. Renique 313, thanks for the donation. Salute to you, Big Herc. Big fan of your channel, man. Hey, man, shout out to you, brother. Thank you. Mike Burks, thanks for the donation. Just showing love from the 216. Keep spreading positivity, big bro. R.I.P. Nipsey. Yeah, man. Sad about Nipsey, man. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle, man. Good brother, man. Was doing some positive things. Dan Strong, thanks for the donation. Big Herc, you are speaking the truth to these guys out here. It ain't all about splitting wigs and busting cheeks. 90% of what you're saying that are goofy and wouldn't last a day in prison. I agree, man. Sometimes we make light of certain situations, but on the real, I put together with Big Ant this channel to enlighten you guys. I mean, there's nothing. I didn't have any fun days in prison. It wasn't a party in there. It wasn't kumbaya. We weren't all slapping high fives, and prison was miserable. And like I said, I'm not endorsing it for anybody. You know, I would tell you in a minute, man, if you are out there in some bull, get away from whatever you're doing and focus on, you know, creating a better you. Because prison you're not going to get anything out of that. Mr. Brewer, thanks for a donation. Oh man, you got one of those at work, man. You gotta I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta protect yourself. Yeah, I heard about the woman who laughed at Nipsey's death, man. Yeah, they should check her. Game said something, and I think T.I. said something. You know, they make jokes and stuff, man, but the same way they chastise, you know, and they check other people, I think she needed to be checked too. The news lady, I seen it. Big Herc, how often do you laugh? Oh man, I'm usually pretty. My wife always says I'm pretty serious, but I do laugh. You know, I have my moments and stuff, but I'm always on like grind mode, so I do have a serious nature to myself, and sometimes it's a little hard for me to kind of joke around because I take everything literally sometimes. So, but I did over the last week, man, on vacation. I laughed and had a good time. Chris S., thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate you, man. Big Herc, why did they stop letting prisoners get degrees in jail? Check out Nyan's video. He did an interview with us, man. This guy got multiple degrees in prison and got accepted to a university while he was in prison. Instead of using a cell phone to watch pornography and twerking, he actually used a cell phone to fill out a college admissions application, and he got accepted into a university. Nyan, shout out to you, homie. We just dropped his prison talks. Check out his interview on our channel, on our YouTube, man. This guy, he did it. He was doing it in there. He got multiple degrees in prison. Seen you at the Monterey Car Show. Didn't want to. Hey, man, I'll be out there again this year at the Monterey Car Show, man. Holler at me, man. I'll be out there. My friend has a brother that's in prison. He's white. His boyfriend inside is black. This is in Michigan. Is this acceptable on the West Coast? Or I don't know nothing about that, man. I'll tell you right now, right? People ask so many questions. People ask about like homosexuality in prison. Let me tell you something right now. If you know, this is how the rules go in prison. If you don't know somebody is, and I'm not saying knocking homosexuals out there. If you're gay, that's your business. But if you know if you find out somebody's homosexual and somebody tells you and you continue to associate with that person, you will become suspect. So basically you have to cut that person off, or whoever you were socializing with will cut you off and you will become suspect. So I don't have any homosexual stories for you because I was not hanging out with homosexuals in prison. And that's just how the story goes. So when you talk about that stuff, I know nothing about that because I wasn't in that circle. The same thing goes for a person who's a rat. I've seen people on the yard, oh, they were cool with everybody, you know, basketball players, weightlifters, and as you know, as soon as somebody finds out and they can prove that this person is a hot boy, automatically that person is garbage. It don't matter how cool you thought they were. You cannot socialize with them no more, because that means if you socialize with them, you're condoning that. You accept that it's all right to be a hot boy. And that's just the rules of the game. You know what I mean? There's some dudes I thought was cool when word spread out, oh man, dude is hot, he did this and that, man. They rat packed him, and that was it. No, he was never spoken of again. So I'll tell you right now, you guys think this is a joke, And maybe, I don't know how it is now, but yeah, you know, it's no joke, man. Chris S., thanks for the donation. Much love from the RGV, brother. The market is super saturated down here. I'm going to try selling on Amazon. You should too, brother. I don't know what I'm selling on Amazon already. I sell books on Amazon, but I hear you. It's being called a chicken head bad. You know what a chicken head is? A chicken head is a female who ain't got no hair, who's probably smoked out. That's an old chicken head. She's on drugs, and she's down for whatever to get that high. That's the old chicken head. Somebody said, did you ever... I never checked in. Never checked in. My name is good in every penitentiary I've been to. Once you check in, that's a wrap. Nobody wants to speak on. That's a problem. The genocide of Wickspear. But you don't like people that do process. Any cool 67 Mustangs around your area, man? No, you know, at the car shows, I see a few here and there. I used to have a 67 Mustang. That was my first car, man. But I haven't seen too many. The 67 Fastback is the one to get, though. Somebody say you got your paperwork. What, I got paperwork? I'm on the street, man. I ain't rolling around with those type of people on the street, man. And my paperwork ain't nobody. My paperwork is good. I'm not running around doing paperwork check on the street. This is you're free, bro. What would you do with the money from the bank if it went well? You know, initially, my idea was to take that money and invest it. You know, I had some business plans kind of like worked out that I was gonna, you know, follow through with. But see, those plans were already tainted because if I was gonna use a bank robbery to finance those plans, it wasn't gonna never be anything of substance anyway. So it was all bad from the jump, man. But that's the type of mentality I had back then. Was I was willing to take those chances. You know, I was a young gangster, man, and at the time I didn't have any real direction as far as, you know, to pinpoint how to achieve the goals I want to achieve. So I was all over the place. And, you know, it resulted in me making some bad choices. Do I ever feel proud of myself and accomplishments after prison? Yeah, I feel very grateful. I feel very I feel very happy that I'm able to have what I have and to have, you know, people around me who care, a loving wife, and a very nice home, and different things that make me happy, and to be helping other people, man. You know, I get a lot of people who watch our channel who benefit, and so this wasn't around before I got locked up. There was no YouTube. There was no big internet. Internet had just kind of kicked off when I got locked up. So, you know, I feel that this is my way of helping others so that they don't make the same mistakes I did. All is going well, man. Are you in North Highlands? I'm retired, man. I'm retired. I'm from North Highlands. I was in North Highlands before there was any Crips out there. You know, I know the people who originated the Crip in the North Highlands. I'm proud of you, Big Herc. I remember watching your channel since day one. I appreciate what you're doing for your community. Hey, man, you know, like I said, I'm just grateful that I'm able to, share and give back and to be a positive influence and to open up opportunities for these youngsters and people who may be closed-minded, but who may have a false sense of reality. Because like I said, ain't nothing positive about prison, man. Goku 9 son. Thank you for the donation. Do you know anything about DC Black's prison gang? I know cats from DC. I was locked up with a couple cats from DC. I knew a lot of brothers. I was cool with them. You know, I knew some dudes from DC when I was at Rampart, and I was at Sheridan FCI with a couple cats from DC. And you know, we used to work out together, and I didn't have no issues with them. You know, most of the brothers I knew was on point, and I actually got a lot of game from them through a lot of the books that they would share with me. Well, it's the only one I watch. The one been on yeah. In the black, what's the highest cause of death in the black community? I'm not sure, man. You would want to say gun violence, but I bet you it's diabetes and high blood pressure. You know, everybody wants to think it's gun violence, but it's health. Black people, their health is horrible. You know, diets are horrible. That's one of the things Dr. CB was talking about that Nipsey Hussle was going to bring to light is the health of the black community. Health is so important. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how much gold, how many cars. If your health is garbage, you can't enjoy any of it. Get your health right, first and foremost. Once your health is right, you can actually enjoy life. Herc, how long are you going to be customizing shoes? Probably just to the end of the month. I just finished up another pair. I'll be showing those pair of shoes that I finished customizing for another customer. I'll be showing those tomorrow on Instagram. So make sure you guys tune in to FreshOutSeries Instagram. I'll be showing the latest customized Fresh Out shoes on there. They came out really dope. Pimp Out Moment did time. Couldn't express enough what it's like to get a letter. Love your YouTube channel. I'm subscribed. I served 4 years in Illinois State Prison. Oh, okay, man. Shout out to you, bro. You speak the truth about health, but the answer is abortion. Save this doc for a rainy day. Oh, okay. You said abortion is the biggest. Yeah, you know what? I did read something about that, about abortion being the biggest killer in the black community, and that it's almost a way to control population control among blacks because of the black pregnancy. But first and foremost, why are all these people having babies when they can't afford them? That's the problem. Everybody's having the kids. You don't need to be having all these damn kids, man, if you're not going to show them love. You bring a kid into the world, man, have love for that child. Don't be just getting any and everybody pregnant. You want to feel all good and have sex. Put some protection on, man. You know, take caution. You know, don't just be pumping everybody you can think of with your seed, and then oh man, I gotta go get an abortion. Yeah, abortion is the biggest killer, but what's even worse than that is lack of love in the community among each other, because you're bringing in kids into the world and you don't care about them. That's the big problem. Good housekeeping taken serious in the Fed. You keep your people clean their cell up. Salute to my big bro. Tap in when you ready for another song. Oh yeah, man. What up to you, Dex? I think we got some more of your stuff dropping, man. I know you did. I think we dropped already one of your videos. We're gonna drop another one here. You know, every Thursday we're gonna drop something new. So we'll keep it rotating. I think the issue is we don't teach spirituality in our society that led to sexual and social. I agree, man. There's no attachment. Sex is just an act, and okay, that's fine if you want to experience that endorphin rush. Put on protection. Don't do it, and then a baby comes out and it's an accident, and then you want to go and have an abortion, or you want to raise the baby and be mad and then argue with the baby daddy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be smarter than that. Be smarter than that. Jay Berg, Big Herc, the man. Hey, what up with you, man? Thanks for the donation. Are the shoes you make the ones look like Black Knight Monarchs? Yeah, the shoes, if you haven't seen them, these are the shoes right here. Italian leather, very high quality. Got the nice bottom. This is one of the custom shoes I did that we're actually going to be giving away. These are size 12. So we'll be doing a giveaway of these pretty soon. But yeah, I'm customizing the shoes. We got the shoes for sale on the website. So hey man, these things are gonna be collectors, and these are nice shoes, man. You can wear these out to dinner or just kicking it. But yeah, man, these are the Fresh Out kicks. Big Herc special customization. No, I don't know anything about domestic violence. I wasn't in the state. No ghost stories from the pen. Big Herc, I'm sharing your channel in my presentation for college class. How can I get a hold of you to ask you a few questions? Shoot me an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com and I'll holler back, man. And make a notation in that. Big Herc, diet question. Do you prefer ribs or chicken wings? Beef ribs, dry rub. I don't really, every now and I mess with the wings if they're grilled, baked. But I'm not a big, I don't eat a lot of chicken wings. I prefer beef ribs. Do you think many of your viewers see parallels between their lives working in cubicles and prison? Possibly. I think a lot of people who see life on the street as being in prison have no clue. Life on the street is nothing like prison. You can leave a job on the street, man. You're not forced. Nobody's gonna come in and beat you with a nightclub if you don't want to stand up for count or you don't want to go to work. You're not going to the hole. So you can't even compare a bad job to a day in prison. No, there's no comparison. No comparison. Did you have a pen pal in prison? I had maybe 1 or 2 pen pals here and there. I think having a pen pal in prison, it gives a lot of people hope. Being able to have communication with the outside world in prison is very important. And if you got a loved one in there, man, drop them a letter, man. It's so important that they hear from people on the street so that they have something to look forward to. Herc, do you mind having a large part of your viewers be white? Nah, I don't see color, man. I keep telling y'all, man. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up around, I didn't even know what the N-word was till I moved to Texas, man. And these kids were trying to jump me after school in the 1st grade. Where I grew up in Sacramento, wasn't nobody on no racist time, man. Wasn't nobody tripping off of black, white, Mexican. We all broke bread together. It wasn't about that, man. It's a totally different culture I grew up in. Wasn't nobody tripping off a race, man. Blacks dated Mexican, Mexican dated black, white dated Mexican, Asian dated black. That's how I grew up. I grew on the base with Filipinos, Hawaiians, Dominicans, white, Asian. It was a mixture. So nobody was tripping off that, man. Ain't nothing, racial stuff, man, that's ignorance, man. That's what they want you to argue over while they're getting all your money, while they're putting you in a trick bag. Racism is for the weak, man. I don't entertain racism. But yeah, let's do the shout outs, man. Start getting the shout outs. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to North Highlands. Shout out to all the homies out there doing well for themselves. Shout out to Sacramento, South Sac, North Sac. Shout out to who we got here? All the super chat. I skipped 2 of your super chats. I didn't see you down there. Shout out to all the super chat members. We have Goku 9 Sun. We have Zephyr Records. We have Smelly Nelly. Hey man, I'm not gonna entertain your comments though, but thank you. Shout out to you. That's why I didn't say nothing about your comment. It's ignorant. Shout out to Frisco, 415, Burbank, Chicago, Detroit, Cali, Lenox, California, LAX area, Oxnard, Gardena, Birmingham, Alabama, Venice, Fresno, Houston, Gulf Shore, Alabama, Bakersfield, Virginia, 310, Gardena, San Fernando Valley, Greece, Australia, San Pedro, Houston, Texas, Mississippi, NYC, who else we got here? Oakland, Oaktown, Tallahassee, Florida, Nigeria, Toronto, Queens, New York, Guatemala, Ottawa, capital Canada, Tulare, Kansas City, Kansas, Milwaukee, St. Louis, 509, Germantown, Maryland, Charleston, Michigan, Fontana, London, Oxnard, Lake Arrowhead, Winnipeg, Orlando, Florida, Compton, Inglewood, Naples, Italy, Manila, Philippines, Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Vegas, Santo Domingo, Denver, Colorado, San Quentin, the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard. Shout out to all the men and women who serve our country. Saudi Arabia, New Haven, Connecticut, Dallas, Texas, Bogota, Colombia, Chico, California, San Bernardino, upstate New York. Hey, man, shout out to everybody, Cincinnati, Spokane, everybody who's tuned in, South Central LA. Be back again next week. Big Herc, getting down with Fresh Out. Hey, man, love y'all. I'm out.